What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Liverpool Career Mode, where today we begin Season 2 on the back of a highly successful debut year where we retained the Premier League, won our first FA Cup in 15 years, and this time we're going for the treble. And as we take a look at our squad heading into Season 2, I believe we are the best team in England still and therefore don't need to make major alterations. However, the big change for me internally this season will be the transition of Roberto Firmino from centre forward to centre mid. Last year he struggled at times, so this year we're going to utilise the new training system, which I absolutely love, and convert him into a box-to-box midfielder as part of our trio in midfield. And with the range of stats he's got and the high work rates, this could be a really good move to get the best out of him. And as for new signings, well, there's over £200 million in our transfer budget, and I want to splash all that cash on a world-class, elite striker. 3 names on the list, including Erling Haaland, a Norwegian tank of Borussia Dortmund, 6'4", and a once-in-a-generation type of talent. Lautaro Martinez, the Argentine bull at Inter Milan, making a name for himself as one of the deadliest strikers in the Serie A. And of course, Kylian Mbappe, the French forward with 5-star skills who dumped us out at the Champions League last year on his way to winning the whole thing with Paris Saint-Germain. I genuinely could not decide on which one of these 3 strikers will be the best fit for this Liverpool team, so I threw it out to you guys in the comments in the last episode and asked you what player we should sign, and the overwhelming majority of you said sign Kylian Mbappe. £191 million was the transfer fee we agreed with Paris Saint-Germain, 5-year contract, £250,000 a week, and the 22-year-old is in as our new starting striker. Welcome to Anfield, Kylian Mbappe. And with a little bit of cash remaining as well, I decided to make one final signing for our team heading into Season 2. Serginho Dest, the Dutch-born American right-back, signs from Ajax for £20 million to give competition for Trent Alexander-Arnold as part of our back four. So that is it then, 2 new signings, no sales. Dest comes in as a backup right-back, Mbappe is a new starting striker, and we are ready to retain our domestic double. And with our first 4 games, starting with Brentford away, a 2-0 victory on the opening day was a great warm-up for our first game at home this season to Arsenal, where Kylian Mbappe makes his Anfield debut. Aubameyang to Vardy, who gives it straight back to him, and Van Dijk's got in a bit of a muddle. Aubameyang is through, and Arsenal take the lead. Try to pass it with Van Dijk, he missed the ball, and Aubameyang gives the visitors the lead. Don't know what happened there, tried to clear the ball away, but he just seemed to miskick the ball as Thiago rolls through Mbappe. Is this the moment? No goal against Brentford, but there's his first. Beats Leno, makes it 1-1, and there is our leveller. Kylian Mbappe with the first of many. We're back on level terms. And after the 1-1 draw against Arsenal, just like last season, we failed to win both of our opening games, but did win the remaining 2 in the month. A 4-0 thrashing at the Hawthorns against West Brom, and a thrilling 3-2 victory over Leicester that we won back-to-back to close out the month. 3 wins from our first 4 games, behind Chelsea, who topped the table after the first month with 4 wins in 4. September is here, and there's some big games, including our first 2 in the Champions League, and Spurs and Manchester City away from home. First up, Tottenham Hotspur. That's a really poor pass as Thiago finds Mane. Oh, Mbappe has just sent John Stones walking. Former Evertonian and Man City defender outclassed by Kylian Mbappe. That was glorious, man. Which way did he go? Our first successive victory was followed on by a 5-0 win away in Russia against Spartak Moscow in matchday 1 of the Champions League, before we headed off to the Etihad Stadium to take on Manchester City, aiming for revenge after we beat them in the FA Cup final last season at Wembley. Corner, Liverpool, as Salah floats in, and oh, Van Dijk just wide. I thought that was in there. Aguero picks it up on the halfway line, and I forced Koulibaly far too far forward. De Bruyne's onside, 1-on-1, oh, it's in. He's chipped Alisson, he scored the winner, and KDB has won it right at the death. A lapse in concentration from myself brought Koulibaly way too far at the pitch. De Bruyne sent forward, great composure, and Man City are going to be the first team to beat us this season. 1-0, KDB wins it. Our first defeat of the season so early was so disappointing, but this was so good to see. Directly after the game, Jordan Henderson returning to first team training after his long, lengthy spell on the sidelines after the ACL he suffered away against Spurs last season. And following that, 3 straight wins to close out the month of September in 3 different competitions. Progress through in the EFL Cup, a win over Napoli in the Champions League, and back to winning ways in the Premier League does mean we do get our 5th win of the season. Regardless, we slipped to 5th place already, 3 points off Chelsea. And how fitting it is, after a poor start to the season but Frank Lampard's side flying, we head to Stamford Bridge for the first game of October, aims to get back on track and cut the gap on the Blues. Salah into Thiago, who's played a brilliant ball over the top. What a ball by the Spaniard. Firmino cuts back to Mane, and there's our first goal in front of travelling fans. What a ball by Thiago. What a run by Firmino. Liverpool take the lead. What a goal. Corner whipped into the middle, and the header off the bar, and Chilwell turns in the rebound. 15 minutes to go in an action-packed game here. Kante just inside the area, offloads to the edge, and Ziyech's found a bit of space on Koulibaly and scores. Chelsea in front, still behind in a must-not-lose game. Werner to pull us hit, quick little 1-2. Timo Werner takes a touch and drills it past Alisson. And that is the dagger from the German. 2 defeats in the season already and a draw as well. Chelsea flying high. A really challenging start for Liverpool. Is this the year we lose our crown as the best team in England? 3-1. Back-to-back defeats away from home in the Premier League, and now Everton away at Goodison Park. Oh my. Mbappe. Nice little hold up with a fake Rabona, and Mane's found a pocket space to run into. One-on-one, chips it over Pickford. There's the goal. Into the bottom corner. Liverpool lead. Sadio Mane with a goal, and there is the breakthrough. Bit of a feisty first half this, as you'd expect. Tackles flying in, but as Thiago rolls it across to Mbappe. Oh! What have we just seen? Kylian Mbappe with a contender for goal of the season. He's just Rabona flicked the ball past Jordan Pickford. Humiliated, and Kylian Mbappe is saying, Virgil van Dijk, that one's for you, bro. Liverpool 2-0 up right before the break. What a goal. Back-to-back wins in the Premier League get us back on track, and after a 2-0 win over Wolves in the final game of October, we jump up from 5th to 2nd, 4 points behind the league leaders, Man City. November is here, and I'll keep this month short and sweet, guys. 5 fixtures, 2 in Europe and 3 in the league, and all of them very favourable as well. We start off with a 2-0 win at home to Marseille, which saw us progress to the knockout stage of the Champions League with 2 games to spare as we top the group, where Jordan Henderson made his return to first team football for the first time in 7 months. Following that, a 4-0 win against Brighton on the South Coast, where Mbappe scored his first hat-trick for the club. A 5-0 win over Southampton at Anfield, a 1-1 draw against Spartak Moscow in a bit of a meaningless game in the Champions League, and he wrapped up a very quick month with a 3-1 victory away at Turf Moor against Sean Dyche's Burnley, where Robertson scored his first goal of the season. 3 straight wins in the Premier League, and for the first time this season, we're top of the table, 1 point clear of Manchester City, and Spurs in 2nd and 3rd. It's the final month of the calendar year, and December is nothing like November. A ton of fixtures to play, 8 in total, including 2 tricky away days at Old Trafford and Molineux, where after a 3-1 win over Aston Villa kept our winning run alive. The bad news was that Joe Gomez tore his ACL and is done for the season. Liverpool simply can't catch a break with that particular injury. Worst possible timing as well. Next up, a team we struggled with this series, Manchester United, away at Old Trafford. Mbappe. Nice ball over the top to Salah to run onto. Nods it on for himself. Lots of work to do, but he loves to step in from the right and shoot, and yes, score! Liverpool in front. He's done that so many times. It's his trademark. 20 minutes to go, still hanging on to a 1-goal lead, but you can see they're quite a few goals away from home late on already this season, and Rashford has just added another one. Pogba sends him through, Rashford with the finish. I don't know what it is about playing away from home this season, but those late goals are so costly. Rashford with a goal, the Red Devils back on level terms. It's been a tough start away from home in the league, to say the very least, but straight after the draw for the Champions League first knockout round, where we'll be taking on the German side RB Leipzig, things did get back on track. 4 straight wins, including big victories against newly promoted sides Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth, and after Virgil van Dijk proved to be the hero, rescuing us with his late heroics and a 1-0 win over Crystal Palace, heading in a stoppage time corner, a 3-0 win over Brighton gave us great confidence as we took a trip to inform Wolves to close out in the month of December. Fabinho with a nice flick through to Thiago, who floats one to the back stick, and Mbappe with a wonderful goal. Golden Boot leader Kylian Mbappe gives us the lead. What a wonderful goal. Wolves looking for a response right before the break. Coutinho's corner headed in by Raul Jimenez. Last year's Golden Boot winner gives Wolves their leveller right before the break. It's 1-1. Yet another away day slip up in the league means we lose our lead at the top of the table right before New Year's Day. Manchester City now lead the way by a single point, with Spurs right behind us in third, and Wolves remain in the top four, with Chelsea just 4 points behind. At the other end of the table, it's all three newly promoted sides who sit in the relegation zone, with Brentford still yet to taste victory. And in the race for the Golden Boot, Kylian Mbappe still leads the way with 18 goals already this season. It's the start of a new calendar year, and there's some big games coming this month, including Chelsea at home. And to progress through to the FA Cup 4th round, we took on Burnley for our first Premier League game of 2022, where Trent Alexander-Arnold scored my first free kick goal of FIFA 21. And for those of you that have been watching me for a while, you'll know this is probably going to be the only free kick goal I'll score in FIFA 21. I am so bloody bad at them, but this was absolutely glorious. The right back smacks it in to the top corner in a 2-0 victory, and after yet another away day slip up in a 1-1 draw away at the South Coast, we will play host to Frank Lampard's Chelsea, dropping to third, and with 15 games to go, 3 points behind Manchester City. Massive game for both teams. 2 draws in our last 3 Premier League games. Lost to Chelsea this season. Desperately need to get back on track here. And Firmino, what a pass. And Salah gives us the lead. Always so good in the big games. Mo Salah puts us in front. What a ball by Firmino. Into the closing stages, still leading by a single goal, but as Salah finds Mbappe, the pair play 1-2, golden chance in behind Emerson, 1-1 with Kepa, rounds the Spaniard, stops, turns, shoots and scores, and that will do it. Mo Salah to the rescue, as he often provides the heroics when we need him the most. Liverpool 2, Chelsea 0, revenge at Anfield, and a massive, massive victory to get back on track. And get back on track we would. Back-to-back 2-0 victories in the FA Cup 4th round, and West Ham away in the Premier League meant we retake the lead at the top of the table with 13 games to go. There's a massive game in the month of February as we'll head to Germany for the first leg at the Champions League round of 16 against RB Leipzig without Roberto Firmino, who tore his calf muscle in training. A 1-0 win over Everton makes it 4 straight in all competitions, but now RB Leipzig away from home, the newcomers in Europe. Koulibaly charges out of position to win that one back, and now as Mbappe slides it through to Salah, a quick little 1-2 between the pair, and Mo is away again. He's surely going to finish this. Yep, call as you like, bottom corner. He doesn't miss those chances. 1-0 Liverpool. 20 minutes to go as Leipzig look for the leveller, but that's a lovely ball through, and PK has slipped and Mane is through. Golden chance, 1, 2, 3. Salah once again, he always comes up in the biggest of games. Salah to finish a lethal line-in counter-attack. Leipzig 0, Liverpool 2, and it's once again Mo Salah to the rescue. What a big win in Germany. 4 straight wins in all competitions will become 5 and 6 as we enjoy our best spell of form this season after a 2-0 win away against Newcastle United and 2-0 over Leicester as well. I mean, we stay top of the table with 10 games to go, 5 points clear of Spurs, but they do have the game in hand. Due to fixture rescheduling, March would prove to be a very quick and profitable month for Liverpool as we continued our best form of the season. A 3-1 win over Aston Villa sent us into the FA Cup semi-finals, and after back-to-back wins over West Brom and RB Leipzig, we found out our opponents for the Champions League quarter-finals, Juventus. The old lady knocked out last year's winners PSG, so they'll be one of the favourites to win it this season. As we closed out the month with our 10th win on the trot in all competitions, we're still top of the table with 8 games to go. Win 7 of them and will win the title for the 3rd straight year. April is as busy as they come, with 8 fixtures to play and some massive games. Arsenal away, both legs versus Juventus in the Champions League, followed by both Manchester clubs at home and Spurs at Wembley in the space of 8 days. Buckle up. We began with our winning run being halted by Arsenal, and after a goalless draw in the first leg with Juventus, just scraping by Brentford was proof that we've really slowed down at the worst possible time. The second leg in Turin comes next as Ronaldo and company await after a goalless draw at Liverpool. I'm just really struggling to create chances right now, but this being Firmino's comeback game, he's just played a brilliant ball into Salah. And as he's tripped up, penalty, surely, yes, get in, penalty, Salah trips up and a chance to go in front. Kept a clean sheet at Anfield, so 1 goal tonight and the hosts will need 2. Mo Salah from the spot. Get in, 1-0, and how many times is this guy the difference maker? Come of the hour, come of the man, Mo Salah once again, Liverpool in front. And after yet another tough game, the 1 goal was all we needed to progress, where we'll be taking on Atletico Madrid in the Champions League semi-final. Out for revenge after what they did to us 2 years ago. Before we get there, big domestic games to come, including 3rd place Manchester City at Anfield next, 4 points behind us and must win, otherwise their title dreams are over. We'll still have a game in hand after this one, so if we win it, we'll go 7 points clear, and surely that will be too much for Man City to come back from. Mbappe, lovely skill. There's Salah at the back stick, surely. Oh, he's too good. Mo Salah right now is a cut above, and when we need someone to step up, it's always the Egyptian king. Liverpool lead, and what a shocker, it's Salah. It was a last-minute heartbreak at the Etihad earlier this season, our first defeat of the campaign against Pep's boys, but this time we're surely going to win. And we certainly will now. The Greek left back off the bench scores his first goal for the club. And what a big one. It's over. The dagger into Pep Guardiola's heart. Manchester City's reign as the best team in England is surely over now. Liverpool 2, Man City 0. The big games just don't stop. Next up midweek, Manchester United here at Anfield. Feeling very confident now we're back on track, but we have struggled against Solskjaer's side consistently since we began this save. Richarlison back to Fred, lovely ball over the top to Bruno Fernandes. Now we can't stop. Alisson hesitated, didn't get there, and Fernandes makes it 1-0. An early goal for Liverpool, an early gaff from Alisson. Hesitated, didn't make his mind up, and Fernandes punishes him. We can't stop this guy, but Alisson's to blame now. He just stopped and pulled out the challenge. Can't do that. That's a lovely ball for Fabinho. Mbappe, oh yeah, first time, drills it past Daya and back on level terms. What a shocker. Kylian Mbappe, top scorer, unstoppable. Salah and Mbappe are players of the season this year, and this lad's not been bad either. Sadio Mane on left-hand side has more pace than Harry Maguire. Nice little Berber spin, dinks onto the back stick. Oh yes, Mbappe beats Daya, and we're in front for the first time. A turnaround. Liverpool 2, Manchester United 1. Kylian Mbappe mobbed as we go in front. To the final quarter of an hour, still leading by a goal, but how many times have we conceded late goals this season? And there'll be another chance for that to happen again. Trent trips Rashford, and a penalty for Manchester United. Fernandes. Has he saved? Alisson saves it. Redemption for the Brazilian, at fault for the goal earlier, but this time redeems himself, guesses correctly, pushes it away, and Liverpool stay in front. A huge moment for Alisson as we hold on to a massive 3 points, where with 4 games remaining we're 4 points clear. As we continue our hunt for the treble, it's Spurs next at Wembley as the top 2 teams this season meet in the FA Cup semi-final. Really poor first half, but as Robertson slid through Sadio Mane, lovely through ball, Stones comes across, dinked into the middle. Oh! The amount of fancy goals we have scored this season is unbelievable. Divock Origi with the scorpion kick. I don't know which is my favourite goal of the season. The free kick from Trent, oh my word. Mbappe's Rabona, his bicycle kick, or this one, but I think this is my new favourite. FA Cup semi-final, and Origi busts that out. Origi holds the ball up, he's been brilliant today. Now Henderson takes over. Quick little ball inside, Salah, oh he's just too good in the big games, man. Every big game we play, you back this guy to get a goal. Salah doubles the lead, 2-0 Liverpool. And that's it, we're heading back to the FA Cup final, and after Chelsea made it through yesterday with a 1-0 victory over Manchester United, we'll be taking on Frank Lampard's Blues in the FA Cup final. Treble dreams very much on, but now a test of mental toughness. Atletico at home. Moreno into João Felix, lovely piece of skill to beat Koulibaly, and Fabian one-on-one. Oh, Alisson, big stop by the Brazilian. Here comes Atletico again. Moreno beats Koulibaly. Quick little 1-2 with João Felix, and again it's Alisson to the rescue. The importance of having a class goalkeeper. Still 0-0. So many late goals this season. Can we score a late winner here? Wijnaldum, Mbappe, Salah, the man of the moment. Surely no. All black. What a save. And both goalkeepers to the rescue in this one. 0-0 the final score. Oh, thought we'd won it. A crazy month of April as our treble dreams remain on the line, and in the Premier League with 3 games to go, win just 1 more of them and we are champions. It's the final month of May and this is it, a chance to win the treble. A bare minimum will be 2 trophies out of 3, but are we disappointed if we don't make the Champions League final for starters? First of the lot, it's the second leg away in Spain against Atletico Madrid as we aim to reach the first final for the first time since we won it 3 years ago. I thought we were very lucky not to concede at Anfield, so tonight we must be better. Mbappe. Oh, get in! Kylian Mbappe loves the fake Rabona, and what a finish! Bends one in and an early away goal in Madrid. Absolutely massive moment from Mbappe. 1-0. They still have the early lead, but don't think Atletico are just going to lay down and surrender as João Felix finds Gomez a little bit of space for him, beats Koulibaly and drills it in as well. Right on cue, Atletico right back on level terms. This is going to be a thrilling second leg. Keita driving forward. And offloads to Firmino. Nice little ball into Kylian Mbappe. Keita continues his run and he's found him. And it's a lovely ball over the top. Mbappe. Oh! First time volley. Kylian Mbappe bags his brace. The difference maker. Worth the big bucks. Liverpool back in front. 2-1 and the lead restored in 7 minutes. Get in! About to enter stoppage time. Still the lead is 1 and Atletico need 2 as Van Dijk up the pitch wins it back. Lovely flick into Mane. Yes! Game over. Good night Atletico, and Liverpool avenge their demons. 3-1, we're into the Champions League final. Simeone's side humbled, and we are in to the Champions League final. Come on! Well, it's safe to say I cared about that game a lot more than any other this season, but I don't think you can blame me. I desperately wanted to get to the Champions League final and we've done it. We're heading back to Europe's grand finale as we take on Manchester City in an all-English affair as we go for the first Champions League of the save. Before we get there though, there's a small matter of trying to retain our domestic double, and for the first of our final 3 Premier League games away at the City ground against Nottingham Forest, a win here would see us crowned champions for the 3rd straight season. And pressure? What pressure? 15 minutes in we took the lead through Sadio Mane. Kylian Mbappe bagged yet another goal in his hunt for the Golden Boot, and late on in the game it wouldn't be a Liverpool win without a Mo Salah masterclass. A wonderful bending effort saw him put the icing on the cake in a 3-0 victory, and that would confirm it. For the 3rd straight season, Liverpool are Premier League champions, and as if it was ever in doubt, we are certainly the best team in England now. So glad to retain the Premier League. It's a three-peat for Liverpool, and again that was my bare minimum objective at the very least this season: retain the Premier League and pick up the three-peat. And after back-to-back draws against Spurs and Crystal Palace, the Premier League table finishes up like this. Liverpool top of the tree, 5 points clear of Mourinho's Spurs in 2nd place with 94 points on the board and 29 wins in 38 games. Manchester City and Chelsea wrapped up the top 4, with Wolves falling into 5th place and going to the Europa League alongside Manchester United and Arsenal for next season. And at the bottom end of the table, it was West Brom, Nottingham Forest and Brentford, who only had 1 win all season long, that are going down to the Championship for next season. Absolutely no one was surprised by the Golden Boot winner this year. Kylian Mbappe, with 29 in 32 season, become the top scorer in the Premier League in his debut season for Liverpool. The assist chart was also topped by Kylian Mbappe as well, with 15 in 32. He really was just a cut above everyone else this season. And also Alisson won the Golden Glove this year with more clean sheets in the Premier League than anyone else, with 25 in 35. Safe to say, without a shadow of a doubt, Kylian Mbappe was well worth £191 million and a great signing made by you guys. So 1 down, 2 to go out of our second of the 3 final games. It's Chelsea in the FA Cup final as we aim to retain our domestic double and try and keep our treble dreams alive ahead of the Champions League final against Manchester City. Free kick Chelsea in a half where they've played better, and Havertz bends one just off target, still 0-0. Havertz plays a lovely ball over the top to Rafa. Out comes Gaza and just about gets there. Paolo Gazzaniga, you gotta love him. Great awareness. What a tough first half. Chelsea firmly on top. Havertz, great ball. Bakayoko beats his man. And Gazzaniga again with a huge save. 0-0 at the break, but it's been all Chelsea in this first half. We're yet to get going, and they've been the far better team. Anyone that thought this would be a formality, think again. It's been all Chelsea. Kante, brilliant ball through to Werner, and again it's Gazzaniga to the rescue. Chance remains alive. Ball chipped over, and Koulibaly off the line. We are hanging on in there. Keita dribbles out and plays a lovely ball for Firmino to run onto. First time volley to the middle, and Kylian Mbappe puts us in front. Totally undeserved, totally against the run of play, but a totally brilliant finish from Mbappe. 1-0 Liverpool. And there it is, it's all over, and oh my goodness gracious me. One of the most undeserved FA Cup wins of all time, and we just about scrape it to retain our domestic double. 2 down, 1 to go. Mbappe the game winner, but Paolo Gazzaniga the hero for the string of fine saves by the Argentine. We're FA Cup winners, but I'll be totally honest here, I don't think we deserve to be. We won the game with practically the only chance we had, and had it not been for Gazza, we'd have lost this game by 2 or 3 goals. Chelsea the better team, but Liverpool the winners. The FA Cup retained along with the Premier League. The domestic double back in the bag. 2 down, 1 to go. We will need to be a lot better against City, otherwise we will not win the treble. So this is it. In a tough, gruelling, long season and then some, it all comes down to this. The Champions League final against Manchester City, where we go for the famous treble and our first Champions League of the save. We set out to win the treble last season and failed, and anything short of that this season would also be considered a massive failure. We beat them in the FA Cup last season, we've beaten them to the title 3 years in a row now. Is this the game where we prove once and for all we're not just the best team in England, but in the world as well? Need a brighter start than the one against Chelsea. Need to start off in attack mode. Mbappe, the difference maker. Oh, off the crossbar. Off the woodwork. So close to 1-0 early. Well, first half a few chances. Man City yet to get going. Who is going to be the hero or the villain in the second half? 45 minutes remaining here in Amsterdam. Silva played over the top, and Robertson comes off worse in that 50-50 duel. And as Thomas slides one over top to De Bruyne. Oh, brilliant save by Alisson, and Sterling's header off the line. Oh, he couldn't make it up. Sterling is so close to scoring the opener. Off the line, and Koulibaly has gone down with a collision as well. Not sure what happened there, but big save by Alisson. Trent, I think it was off the line from Raheem Sterling. And Koulibaly is forced off as well. 25 minutes to go. Oh, it's getting lively now. Oh my word. Well, I've put Fabinho at centre-back as Henderson's come on, and right on cue he's made a crucial interception there, and a chance to break as well. Can he hold his own in our back line? And can we take advantage from the counter-attack? Firmino, played through by Keita, one-on-one. Yes! Yes! Bobby Firmino changed from a false 9 to a box-to-box midfielder. And what a decision that has proved to be this season. He's been so much better as part of our trio. 1-1 with Edison, rounds him with a step over and into the unguarded net. 20 minutes to go, Liverpool lead, and it's Roberto Firmino, the midfielder, with the goal. 1-0. And there it is, it's over. Liverpool have won the Champions League, and whilst we failed last season, we make amends this year. Final score 1-0, it's over, the treble has been won. We certainly were tested to the limit this season, and that is an understatement. But after some tremendous individual performances, some absolute thrilling victories, and some truly incredible goals to go along with them as well, we achieved what we set out to do last season and win the treble this season. With nothing left to do but celebrate, I want to say first and foremost, get well soon to Virgil van Dijk, but also thank you to all of you guys for watching this Liverpool Career Mode. It was my first time using this format and making a series this way, and I have to say I had an absolute blast. A lot of work and plenty of new challenges with the editing, but I really enjoyed making this CM. If you enjoyed watching, then please do leave a like. Feedback is always very much appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching, much love, and I'll see you for another video on my channel very soon.